refurbished the whole floor.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, the whole like we destroyed the whole
That's
floor,
crazy.
and that's
Who paid for that?
I don't know, man. I hope Hugo didn't though.
Oh, no, I hope so
Oh,
too.
you like
I think he would
that?
have told us though.
Yeah. He'd be like, bro, you
Yeah.
gotta switch. Let me go. Vill ni ha en sån? En sån?
Take one.
Boom. This is Culture Control by XLNC Gothenburg, and we got Djaleel here with us.
Glad to be here, man.
Yeah, Gothenburg native but lives in Stockholm. Yeah. How are you feeling?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Right now, I got the biggest hangover, but
Don't we
it's
all?
good to be home, man.
Yeah,
for a
cool.
little bit at least.
Cool. Have you
It's
had
nice.
Cause you came in on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you.
Been in for a week now.
Yeah, cool. And you just been chilling, just.
Man, nah, the opposite, man. I've been doing things like every day,
Ah.
just running around, doing
Okay.
family things, and then just trying to do as much as possible while I'm here.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I don't get to be here that often, so I have to capitalize.
Cool.
Your family live here.
Yeah. They live right around the corner here in Mike.
All right.
So it's real
Yeah,
close.
so we're in Majorna for all you Gothenburgs that know it. So you're,
414, man.
yeah, cool. And you are a rapper.
Yeah.
You're a rapper, musician.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about, in general, how you came into your rapping career or music in general.
Now, the thing is, I've been interested in music since I was a little toddler, since I was a little baby. Since I got my dad is a dancer, my uncle was an R&B singer in France, and my auntie was or is a soul singer in France as well. So I've been interested in music for a long time. I just played basketball my whole childhood, so I never really focused on it. And then towards the end of my basketball career, I had my step pops actually moving in with us as well. He was a rapper, so we had all this equipment. So during high school, I was just doing songs for the fun of it, and they were really trash at that time. But it was an opportunity to just learn, and right there, I kind of fell in love with it. But after I stopped playing basketball due to our injuries and stuff, then I started hanging out in the studios with friends and a lot more, and then.
How long did you play basketball?
I played since I was 8.
Oh,
So I stopped playing, what was it, 2.5 years ago? About 2.5 years ago. And that's when I started hanging
getting
out
older,
with
huh?
the
Getting older.
Yeah. My knees ain't what it used to be. But so I've been doing music now, more seriously since 2.5 to 3 years ago, maybe.
Cool.
Right.
And has it been because going from, I know a lot of people when they go through a period where we talked to CD yesterday, and he had the exact a similar kind of story where he had his mindset on soccer, football, and that was all he knew, and he got a contract and all of that. Was it hard for you to what'd you say? Was it hard for you to adjust from going from your having a mindset on basketball to having your mindset on music? Was it a good transition, or was it a hard?
It was kind of good since it happened simultaneously, but definitely it's a little bit more difficult because you change your whole lifestyle kind of. And if I didn't have music, then I'd probably be depressed as hell. But since I had somewhere to go and kind of vent, and a lot of my friends do music, produce, sing, rap, or whatever. So it was kind of an easy transition from there, but definitely it was a little bit difficult changing the whole lifestyle. Because you go from practicing 3 times a day and since I stopped due to injury, I didn't even practice. So I went from that to not even being able to walk, going with fucking crutches to the studio and chilling. And so it was definitely a change.
What'd you do?
What?
How'd you injure yourself?
I dislocated my knee, and then or I had
your kneecap or what?
Yeah. So I had a lot of injuries to the knees, but then I dislocated it, and I rehabbed for 4 months, and then it dislocated quickly again. So I had to rehab, not start over, but I had to I missed the season, so I was like, fuck this, and just
knee injuries are bad.
Yeah, because I was injured like every season, so I wasn't able to improve. I was just at the same level all the time, so it didn't feel like. And I want to be able to walk when I'm 30. So it felt like, sometimes it's not for you. And since I had the music at the same time, I felt like I just wanted to shift my focus, kind of.
Cool. And how long have you been doing this music stuff, like rapping and actually, like, because I know most people when they start out, they don't really take it that seriously, and then as it progresses they take it more and more seriously. So when was the time where you were like, okay, but this is the moment where like this is a milestone, or this is a moment where you feel like you can do something with that?
I'd say, because I've been doing it for fun since like the first grade of high school. Not first grade, but like the first year of high school, and that was like, I'm 23 now, so that's like 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago. But at that point I didn't even do it. I didn't want to become a rapper like that, or everybody wants to become a rapper if you like music. But I mean, it was right after me stopped playing basketball where I really wanted to focus on this and do something with it. And then I had the confidence in myself to be able to, because I knew I could write, I knew I could rap, but I knew I had to practice a lot. And so I did that for like 1.5 years. I just practiced. I was in the studio. I was recording all types of shit that I couldn't release because for different reasons. But I was just practicing, and now I feel like I've established myself with the writing and with my cadence and everything that comes with it. And so now it feels like I'm ready to,
I saw the shelter video. Was it freestyle or?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't pre-written.
All right.
But I wrote that like 5 days earlier, just because I did the. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I did like a 16 on a Spanish challenge, like the.
Oh yeah.
And so Shelta, they wrote to me and wondered if I wanted to do the boombox thing, and I've seen it before, so I was like, yeah, definitely. And I just wanted to do it a little bit different.
It's a fun thing they're doing.
What?
It's a fun thing they're doing.
Yeah, it's really fun, and I know those people as well. So it was just fun.
Cool.
And to be able to rap, it's always fun.
Have you had like have you played a lot of shows? Have you had a lot of experience from playing shows in the recent times?
No, not that much. I've performed maybe like 5 times. I performed once for my friend during my birthday. My friend Liam, I don't know if y'all might know him. He had a show. This was my first performance, and he had a show on Viking Line that goes from Stockholm to Finland. And so he told me I could perform, like I had like a verse and a little hook ready. So he was like, you can perform that if you want. So I sent him the email. I went up there. I was kind of drunk as well. So I went up there. This was the first time I performed. I watched the tape after because I was like, okay, I want to maybe post this after. But I was just screaming.
It's wild.
But I actually got it on tape. So it was kind of a learning experience. And then after that, I've done like a couple of smaller places.
Show it right here.
I did I performed at M3 once. As well. But other than that, it's like birthday parties. Hugo's.
Right. That was
like
crazy.
That, just quick shows kind of, and that's just for my experience because I want to be able to, perfect my craft.
So you kind of you just want to like slowly go into the performing, or do you want to like because I know most of the people when they start performing they don't really understand the whole demeanor of being on stage. They don't understand how to be on stage. They just know that they got to be wild and they got to start jumping around.
Or that depends on the music though. What kind of
it
music
does.
What kind of message you have, but
exactly.
Definitely if you have those kind of bangers, you want to jump on stage. And do like crowd surfing and everything.
Exactly. But you kind of just wanna take it a bit slower and just progress, or do you?
Definitely. But I haven't released anything yet, so I'm gonna release songs. Hopefully in a couple of months, that I'll release my first song, and then gradually release more content, and when I have content out, then I can do more shows.
Exactly.
But if I don't have that, then it's more through contacts where we can get shows. But definitely, I want to perform as much as possible.
Yeah, exactly.
You learn from that.
Yeah, cool. And would you say that when you're on stage, because as you said, people have different kind of like attitudes on stage. What would you say would reflect you the best when you're on stage with your music? Would it be being like a wild, jumping around, crowd surfing, that kind of shit, or would you say you'd probably just think it'd be a bit more about like the audience and like trying to get connections with the audience instead?
That's what I want to work on. So I want to get that crowd presence kind of get the crowd with it. So but definitely a little bit wild, but not I'm not gonna be able to jump around and
that kind of Denzel Curry style.
Because the way I write is I want everybody to hear what I'm saying. So when I'm on stage, I want to be clear. I want people to get the message or hear the song.
And what from what I see from your personality, you kind of have a lot of control. You seem to have a lot of control, and you seem to be a very like in general a calm person. And I think when you're on stage, you from what I'm getting, you'd probably from what I'm speculating from like from the feeling I'm getting, the vibe is a really like controlled way of performing your music, or showing people that you have control over your music, the sound, the stage, the people. So it's gonna be really fun to see you actually like perform where you have your own show, and see like because I think you'd be really good at controlling an audience.
Hopefully by practicing on it. That's why I'm trying to do this right now when I haven't established anything, I haven't released anything, so I'm trying to learn everything from the bottom up kind of. So when I get there where I can perform for a lot of people, then it'll be like second nature.
Exactly. I mean, you did a great job at the party.
The party was crazy.
It was a good combination of like hype and still connecting with the audience.
That was a crazy party though. Can we just talk about that party real quick?
Y'all almost broke the table.
We found out, bruh. I remember like you guys jumping on the table, and I just looked at my friend because I saw the table go like a fucking banana, and I was like, bruh, this is not good.
It felt a little bit dangerous. The whole like what kind of, it was a big ass chandelier.
I
was scared.
Fucking like expensive.
Like I heard,
almost broke.
I don't want to pay for that. So
I heard. We talked to Hugo, I think, or no, we talked to the dude that was like he was gonna be our contact person for the event, or Clarion, and he told us that they had to like refurbish the whole floor.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, the whole we destroyed the whole floor, crazy. And
who paid for that?
I don't know, man. I hope Hugo didn't though.
Oh no, I hope so.
Oh, you like
I think
that.
he would have told us though.
He'd be like, bro, you gotta switch. Let me
Because everybody's so close, I think everybody would help out though.
Honestly, but like that's crazy. Like we heard it, and I was like, fuck. Because I saw, because I also heard that like they had to reimburse like 2 guests. For like a complaint, for a lot of money, and I was like, shit, that's expensive. We're gonna pay that.
In that room.
But they told us we could be there till I don't know what time.
Exactly. That was their fault. It wasn't on us.
No.
And they lost our fucking because we had a banner for excellence, and they lost it.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, we came there, and they were like, we can't really do it.
Threw out the window.
Yeah, they're like, fuck these guys. We're like, oh, shit. It was a good thing that like, cause we got shut down from Clarion. That's something to have on our resume. That's nice.
Not supposed to be, man.
That's expensive.
Yeah.
It was a good party.
That's a really good party. Hugo, shout out to you. You got a really good party, like honestly.
And the funny part, I didn't even know if I was going to perform there either. I gave him the USB like earlier that night, And I was like, he was drunk as hell too. Like, so I didn't know if I was going to perform. But then he went up, and I gave him the USB like an hour earlier. And when he went up, he did his thing. Then he went down. So I was like, all right, if he calls my name, then I'll go up.
Yeah,
I want to stress it's his birthday and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
But then he looked at me like, with the
you kind of cool. You're like, fuck, okay, should I? Oh, goddamn. Yeah. Fuck.
Shout out Hugo.
Yeah, shout out Hugo. You got crazy parties, man. You got crazy parties. Talking about, because you're from Gothenburg, born and raised, but you moved to Stockholm recently. Was it a year ago?
No, it was half a year ago. May. Right now it's, what is it, November?
November.
So it was in May, like half of May.
Do you have any reasons?
What?
Yeah.
I wanted to, because I have a lot of friends over there, and I just wanted to move over there because it's a lot more. It's more of a pace up there. So
it's true.
And since I started doing music, I figured
it's a bigger chance.
Rather go there and then just trying to establish.
Be at the heart of it.
Yeah, exactly. And find studios to work at. Because here, actually, the studio we was working at, we couldn't go there no more. Okay. So my friend Liam had to build his own studio on like a little bit outside of Gothenburg. Yeah. But that took some time. So I was like, fuck it. Instead of trying to find one here, I might as well go over there and just start over kind of.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of friends there as well, so I wanted to move there for a while. And I want to move. I want to keep moving. I want to go somewhere else after this.
What's the plan after that?
What?
What's the plan after Stockholm?
I mean, I have a lot of my family's in Paris, so I might go there for a while. But the goal is to either move to London or New York.
Cool.
Because I want to go somewhere bigger.
Yeah.
And then but establish myself where I'm at right now, and then
take it step by step. Is Stockholm treating you well?
Yeah, man.
Cool. Yeah, cool. That's good.
They
better.
Summer,
they better. Yeah, goddamn.
I'm gonna call my Gothenburg goons.
Yeah.
No, man, it's been a fucking blast, man.
Yeah, cool.
Time of my life.
And we talked about this earlier before we started recording, but because you live in a you could say a creative space, a mansion, with some of your closest friends. Tell us a little bit about, because I know those people too, and they're really creative. So I'm guessing that you guys you got something going on every day.
Yeah. Right, so, it's a creative space. It's a relaxing space, since the city is a little bit more up tempo and a little bit more stressed. What we have in the house is a lot more. You can relax and you can do your thing. You can focus and regather your energy. Every day you have that spot to just chill out and do your thing, kind of. But this actually happened. I was gonna move in with y'all know Joe. He's like one of my closest friends. I was gonna move in with him in Stockholm because he moved there last year, and so I was gonna move in with him and his girlfriend in like an apartment somewhere. But then they had a couple that was their roommates, and they decided to move in everybody in a house somewhere. So they started looking for a house, and then they found one that wasn't that good, and then they found this one. And Joe was like, I was in Gothenburg at that time, and Joe was like, yo, just say yes, man. I saw the house, just say yes. He took the shittiest pictures of the house as well, so I couldn't even make it. I couldn't even like have an opinion of the house from those pictures. But he was like, just say yes, man. This is crazy.
So how many do you live with?
I just went with it.
How many do you live with?
We're 7 people.
7 people.
So but it's a big. Everybody has. It's 2 couples. So it's my childhood friend Joe, his girlfriend Hannah. She's a DJ as well. Joe does graphic designing. One other childhood friend that has a podcast here in Gothenburg, Blasphemy, is a dope ass. Controversial. It's a controversial ass.
That's what podcast. We love.
But then it's another couple. Mario, Hilda, and Mario is also a DJ, and Hilda, like I don't know how you say that in English, but she
seamstress.
Taylor stuff. And she's really creative, designs clothes, and then we have another guy that's a filmer and photograph.
So everybody's can create.
Yes, everybody
house.
does
Yeah,
that sounds
nice
like a dream.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, cool. That's amazing.
So how is it like? Do they motivate you in some way?
Yeah. I mean, everybody kind of does their own thing,
Yeah.
and then when we're together, it's a little bit more relaxed, and people can do like just chill out.
Yeah.
You know,
It's like family.
Yeah, it's like a family. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's both. It's both. You know, you can go there to regather your energy, and then you also motivate each other too.
But that's
Yeah.
important, like having a place of zen,
Comfort.
a place where you can like, because especially because I myself is a creative person, it could be very like overwhelming at times. Because you have a lot of pressure from not only yourself but your surroundings, and especially I could imagine in Stockholm, where everybody's trying to be something, or we're trying to show what they got, and just having a place, maybe not a place where you're always alone, but a place where you're comfortable, where you can be yourself and just let go for a bit. That sounds amazing. Yeah.
And I have a lot of friends from basketball up there as well. So I've been like, when I'm there, it's still like home kind of, because I have all these friends. That's like genuine friends, and that's, if you don't have that in a bigger city. I'm not saying Stockholm's like the biggest city, but like the mentality is kind of like a big city. And if you don't have like the genuine friends, then you know it gets
that's
really
important.
tiring.
Yeah, and just having people, because our job, like. As creative people, you can do things by yourself, but we also know that it becomes so much better. You can make greater things when you're together. And having people that are comfortable, you're comfortable with, both working but also like enjoying spending time with and being yourself. That's where the most that's where the most genuine things exactly. Genuine parts. Axel just
distraction.
He just demolished the lamp right there, if you guys wanted to know why I'm laughing. But it's important because you want to create something, and creating something, having different point of views makes it a much better outcome.
Yeah, definitely. And when it's genuine as well, it's honest. Exactly. And that's the key right there.
I think a lot of people nowadays in society, they can see it.
Yeah.
They feel when it's honest, when it's not, when you're trying, especially because that's kind of what I wanted to come into, because you've seen the both sides of the industry in Sweden, especially where Gothenburg and Stockholm, they're a bit like, it's always been a discussion of which is like where Gothenburg is always trying to show what we got, and Stockholm already is established. And that's where, because I think for a long time, being genuine and being honest in your work has been something that's been lost in Stockholm. But that's always been here in Gothenburg. And I think from my point of view and what I've seen is that Stockholm has started to bring our culture of helping each other and building something together, giving it to their own in Stockholm. Especially, I think, because most of the people in Gothenburg are moving to Stockholm. You, Sami and Bennett.
They moved back though.
They moved back now.
I heard that at least.
Okay,
I feel them though. Because in those environments, I feel that because it's a whole different.
It's a lot more pressure there than here?
Yeah, no, not pressure. I don't think they're doing their thing, but I mean they have everything they need here. They don't really need to be there. They can just take the train up and down and go to work. But I mean, if you have most like the closest core here, and not really, if you're like in the industry over there, it's not the same. You're not gonna get the same genuine contact with people. So I feel them for that. But still, it's people from Gothenburg going up there and working a lot more. That's a key right there as well. We get that energy up there, and then we can take it back home.
I mean, from your perspective, is it like more pressure there than here.
Not more. I mean, I feel like I put the most pressure on myself, so I don't really care what other people think over there or here. It's just, but for some people it might be a lot more pressure when you move from somewhere, like from your home to somewhere else to do something. Then it becomes a little bit more pressure on yourself. But you know, if you know what it's about, then you know you're ready for it.
One thing.
It's not that.
Cedric, can you tell them to shut the fuck up back there? Thank you. I just had to say it because they've been making too much noise. God damn it.
Party out there.
Yeah. And we ain't invited, apparently.
We ain't on the list.
Yeah.
What is this?
Because I myself, I take a lot of pride in Gothenburg having that kind of vibe. And I feel I've been feeling for some time. You can ask my friends. I always talk about it. Like, I feel it's a shame that Stockholm comes to Gothenburg, sees our vibe, takes our vibe to Stockholm, and then don't give us credit, because you can't. Because from where I grew up and from like the perspective I have on Stockholm, Gothenburg, is the Stockholm has always been a bit more stuck up, and they've started to. I don't see it as an issue in that way, where like, because I think it's good that the industry is opening up. I think it's good that we're starting to become like-minded and understanding that helping each other is a better way of making success and building. But I also think that we got to give credit where credit is due. If you do something good, you got to give credit to the people that help you, because as I said earlier, it's not just about you. It's about all the people that are helping. And that's why I wanted to like talk about this subject in general, because you've seen both sides of it. You've seen like the Gothenburg and how that is, and you've seen Stockholm. And it's interesting to see how the community and the business is building slowly, because we in XLNC are working a lot with just helping each other, helping smaller people, and giving platforms to people.
Exactly.
That's
dope as hell. That's dope.
Thank you. And that's kind of why I always want to get like second opinions and different perspectives up on like the stock, because it's not an issue, but it's a subject and a topic that's always going to be always going to come up, because you have the Stockholm artists that are doing well on their own. You have the Stockholm artists that are doing really good. You have the Gothenburg artists that moved to Stockholm. You got the Gothenburg artists here, so it's always a contrast of like different opinions and different like subjective thoughts on the industry. Because from where I'm seeing and where I'm sitting, my business and the people around me are genuine. That's what I've been seeing, and I know the business in general can be a bit. It's not like that.
Right, it's like a meat market.
Yeah, exactly. So it's always fun to see like your opinion on that, because you're in the same business, and that's kind of, I think it's interesting for most people to see like always hearing and getting updates on how the business is, because it is a business, and you got to think of it as a business, because the talent is one part of it, but the business is another side of it. And if you can navigate the business, unfortunately, you're not gonna go anywhere.
And that's why I think also why Stockholm is where they're at and Gothenburg is where
exactly,
because you have to have that kind of instinct to try to climb over. And in Gothenburg, generally, people are very creative. People are very like, they're doing their thing. They're doing it every day, working hard, but they're not hungry on climbing up. Kind of, in the same way that they're in Stockholm. But for me, it's like, I'm not trying to climb over nobody. I'm gonna get there, you know. So if I'm gonna climb past people if I have to, but I'm not gonna climb over nobody. And that's the thing I think in Gothenburg where we're gonna go if we get there. That's how we're gonna get there, is because it's a different vibe over here, you know. So but in Stockholm generally, people are more hungry. People are going to get where they want to go.
Exactly.
So, and there's a lot more people as well that do exactly what you're doing. So people are getting up earlier than you to work harder than you. And so you have to have that kind of instinct to just go hard.
Exactly. That I agree with that. That sounds reasonable. Like, because it's a good perspective upon like how it actually works. Because I think a lot of people are. Their minds are polluted by the fact that like the Instagrams and everything have seeing the successes and not seeing what people actually do to get there. Of course some people has it easier than other people, but it's all you don't know.
No, at the end of the day you just gotta work.
You gotta work. Yeah.
You're gonna get towards your goals if you work hard. Work harder than everybody else, you're gonna get where you want to go. But it might be a little bit different than everybody else's path, but you're gonna get there. And it might take you 10 years compared to somebody taking 1 year. But if you really want to go somewhere, you have to just go there.
It's your path. Like nobody is gonna go your path.
No, exactly.
And you're not gonna go anybody else's path. If you try to do that, you're not gonna go anywhere.
No, exactly.
Because that's not how it works. Yeah.
Your mind works. Your body works, how your talent level, where it's at, what you need to work on. You need to know yourself to be able to know which way you have to go.
Yeah. And I feel like
what was the hardest part? Like what was the hardest part to like get the mentality up to where you are now?
I mean, I've been since I've been playing basketball. Kind of coaches have been telling me this since I was a little kid. So it's nothing new for me. I know most of the people that's been playing sports knows that you have to just grind. You have to work hard. You have to wake up early, go to the gym, go out run, go to practice, go back home, eat some, go back to practice. So when you practice a lot, when it comes to sports, you kind of learn that. From that, it comes second nature. And then if you just put that perspective into whatever you want to do after that, then it'll be the same thing. So it's not something that just popped up in my head. It's something that I've kind of learned from people through I mean, the years.
I think if I heard right, music has been in your life, in your whole life. So maybe have that helped?
Of course. Of course. That makes it easier for me to just to be like I fell in love with music when I was young, but I didn't like I rapped at discos. I rapped Bow Wow songs when I was young. Like when I think I did that when I was like 11. My braids on. I always loved music, but like my dad, he gave me when I was 10. He gave me an iPod, like an iPod Mini or something. With like 1,000 songs, all from Q-Tip to Sap and Roger. Some dance music to rap music to I don't even know. It was opera on that shit. It was like everything on that shit. So like I've been wanting to listen to music and do kind of not. I didn't know I wanted to do music, but I knew I love that lifestyle of the music, music and like the dance lifestyle is kind of similar. It's very creative. It's very open. It's very honest. And when it comes to the creative part, when it comes to the business part, it's a whole different thing. But but that vibe is a special.
Yeah, that's the thing that people usually wants to get into the business, but when they come to the business part of this community, like music or branding, it's always like, oh shit, I didn't know it was this hard.
They always they
don't expect the business part.
It's always like I find it so funny because they get so surprised. It's like they got hit with it in the face, but you're supposed to see it coming like 2 years before. And you always got to be one step ahead, and people don't understand that. They just like, I understand the creative part, but if you're not on a level where you can have somebody else, if you can't delegate, if you can't have somebody else doing the job for you, you got to just do the job yourself.
And it's easier if you start from the start doing all these things. So when you get there, when it's a lot more numbers and a lot more money involved, then you'll be ready. But if you just go from here to here, then
you don't know.
Then you don't know nothing. Exactly. But if you know how to manage your money, if you know how to like strategize your marketing plans and all of that comes to on the business side, and all the deals you need to find, because you want to find a good deal for yourself that works for your music and everything. It's
not just your creativity; it's the business side as well.
Exactly, and a lot of people expect other people to do it for them. And that's where they're stuck, kind of, or they get tricked or whatever, just from not knowing. And if you try to like learn everything from build your base, kind of, then it'll be easier for you when you get up, because then you'll have a lot more knowledge.
Exactly.
That's the thing I think.
Knowledge is power.
Yeah, knowledge is key.
Knowledge is power, and
being hungry for knowledge as well. You have to want to know.
Exactly.
To be able to grow as anything. Just
life
the more
in general.
It's a whole mentality.
Yeah, it's a work ethic.
Yeah.
Cool. Talking about your own music, what's the closest thing we can look forward to?
I mean, I'll release a song that's been done for a while. I recorded this like a year ago. I've just been looking for studios where I can record more stuff, so I can start releasing a little bit more continuously. But I'll release a song. It's called "All I Can Be" very soon. It's a very a little bit darker hip hop song. But it's like it's where I'm most comfortable at. It's about motivation and motivating myself and other people, and just bringing my view of things to music.
And would you say that most of your songs are a depiction of what your thoughts are and what your experiences are? That's kind of where you get your inspiration.
From my mindset, kind of. That's where, because most of the I've done like songs about women and everything, and that's you have songs for different kind of perspectives that you have and different things you've gone through, but the base of what I usually do and what comes easier to me is the mindset part and being hungry and striving for something. That's kind of the base and everything, and that's the base in how I feel like I'm gonna get there as well, and get my music across, and just being able to do this for real. Cool. We look forward to hearing you, and also like I look forward to seeing you, seeing you play live. I think you're gonna be
breaking tables.
Breaking tables. I'm looking forward to breaking tables.
I'm breaking legs for breaking tables.
I think like I'm just gonna give you a question. Just throw it in there. You just answer the first thing that comes up in your mind. This is a very general question that like most interviewers do, but I just feel like doing it right now because you probably have interesting answers to it. If you had no limit whatsoever on cash, no limit whatsoever in any way, and you had one shot of doing like a market, now that we talked a lot about business, you had one thing you can do, like PR marketing, so a stunt, a foolish dumbass stunt, what would that be? Just the first thing comes up in your mind.
Man, god damn, that's tough, because you want to be really creative, but people do a lot of creative stuff, so I don't really know. Like I'd probably I'd do some like jump off the Eiffel Tower with a fucking not an Eiffel Tower, but somewhere like the highest skyscraper in New York with a fucking parachute
and like an arrow.
I don't know. I'm sure.
And that's cool.
But I don't know. I'd do some crazy or something more like.
I mean, you can do that now without the money.
Like the baby when he went with diapers and everything. That has to do with me, kind of. So,
exactly.
I don't know. I don't have that, because I don't have that amount of cash. So
exactly. I haven't really thought about it.
I'm thinking like normal marketing plans, like just trying to get my music across to to right now it's a lot more in Sweden, so it's a little bit easier to maybe do it here because you can just go through contacts in stock. Most of them are in Stockholm for the marketing part.
Yeah.
So you can just get it across here and then build your base and then go over to where I want.
Yeah.
And that's the States. But
so do you
I don't even know.
That's a tough question.
What would y'all do?
I would okay. Let's say I had okay. I've been thinking about it a lot. I play techno, and I've had an idea where like if I had this is not a marketing stand in that way, but more of like what I would do. Just because I'm in the scene, but that's kind of the question. If I had unlimited resources, I would get because I saw a friend of mine just posted like some thing like he was up in Gothenburg, the river or some shit, whatever it is, and he found like a big abandoned ship. I would rent that. And have a big ass fucking rave in that, like a big, they like get buses.
What kind of ship? Like, pirate ship or what? Ship?
The theme can be pirate.
Yeah, it could. It's just like a cargo ship. Like that would be crazy. Like get like buses from Central Stockholm and get it everybody all the way. It's just like until like from 11 to like 7, 8 in the morning, just like
just go across the Atlantic Ocean.
That would be crazy. Having a rave on a boat, like it never stops. You just go to sleep and it's still music. Yeah, that would be crazy. I'm just like thinking about all the crazy places I would want to have raves in. That's kind of what I'm thinking about in general.
Yeah, I probably also I'd probably release a fucking fire music video somewhere in Madagascar, so I'll probably stand there.
Yeah, like lions and like all the animals, like the whole cast of the Madagascar film, like
by them, have the craziest music video and plug it into every TV screen in every store in every home. Just force my way.
Get that like fucking
some crazy high tech hacker. Just hack it into every single screen in the world and just
100%.
That would be good idea though.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
At least stores.
Just hack the news.
Stores, you see the TVs. Right. Put my face on that.
That would be crazy.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Interrupt the news.
We interrupt like their favorite show. Get it on Netflix. Just buy Netflix. Just put the video on. That's the only thing, you know. Yeah. Cool. I don't really have any more questions that I feel.
I have
feel
one last question.
Yeah.
If you could go back in time, what advice would you give your younger self?
My younger self, I'd probably tell myself, like when I was younger, I had the tendency to work hard and then lose focus a lot. I lost focus a lot. So, and I still sometimes have this to this day. So I'd probably just make sure that I get the message across that if I want to do this, whatever it is, then I'll just put my head down, no matter what anybody says, no matter what anybody does, and just fucking go through with it. For years or whatever, until I feel like I've proven what I wanted to prove, or if I feel like this is not what I want to do, just put my head down and just dive into it like forever. Because otherwise, it'll be like you're doing 50% here, 50% there, and I did that a lot when I was younger. So that would probably be the biggest, like most effective, productive advice I could give myself.
Cool.
And then not to fucking lose focus on girls all the time.
There we go. You got the juiciest.
That's fucked up.
But then, you know, it's hard. It's hard.
By hearing that answer, I think it sounds like you know yourself.
Yeah.
And
you know yourself. Then you have to go through those patches where you really where you get disappointed in yourself. You have to reevaluate. Evaluate.
It's a big part.
You gotta question yourself and the way what you do.
Yeah.
Because if you don't question yourself, you're just giving in on yourself and
you have
all your
people
habits
around you as well. You have to have those people around you that also can tell you so you can reevaluate yourself from that info.
When you're out of line. And that's also like the realest people. If they can tell you that you're acting like a dick or being like doing something that's not good, in a way where you understand. Doesn't matter if they say it softly or they have to say it in a way
hit you in the head.
It's just how it is, and that's kind of the realest people, and that's how you know, because you're not going to be mad at somebody. Like if you get mad at somebody because they're telling you that you need to reevaluate yourself,
then that's on you.
That's you.
Yeah, you have to be in a space where you can take, like, you don't have to take every advice that you get, at least to
I heard
hear the advice, especially when it comes from people near you, and to hear the advice, like go through it and put it into yourself and see what the outcome would be if you do this or if you do that. And if you see the advice, if you've gone through the advice a little bit in your head, then at least you know if that's how you want to go or not. If that's on you after that, because everything you do has consequences.
I like a really long time ago, I read like a quote that stuck by me. That was like, you can't say if you yourself can't say that you're not being a dick if somebody else is saying you're being a dick, because that's what you're projecting. That's the behavior that you're showing to other people, and you can't be like, no, I'm not being one. Because that's how they feel. That's how they perceive it. And like, I think most of the people in like society, they're like, they just don't want to hear it. They don't, because they know that if they hear it, they either get offended because they're like, no, or they'll just have to actually like evaluate themselves. And that's what people don't want to do, because they feel like they don't have time, or they're too scared.
Yeah, sometimes you have to be an asshole too, as well. So you can't be nice to anyone.
Exactly.
You have to be that sometimes, but it comes to a point where you have to know what you want to be as a person.
Exactly.
If you know who you want to be, then you'll know.
You can always do it in a good way. Like you can always like if you have to be an asshole, you don't have to be a prick about it. You don't got to flaunt it. You don't got to push it in their face. You just got to like mind your own business and just like
You don't have to put your energy into those people that you feel like being an asshole to. Some people are assholes to you, so you have to you don't have to give the energy back, but you don't want to have them. You gotta
establish that line where like, okay, but I don't fuck with you. You don't fuck with me. That's fine. It's okay. I think also that grown up shit. Exactly, and that's kind of what people forget, because like even like grown ass people forget that like you don't gotta fight every goddamn battle. No. You don't gotta do that. 90% of the time you lose. Cool. Is there anything that you want to plug? Anything that you want to say? Shout out? Just.
Nah, man. I'm releasing the song very soon. Now it's November. I'm thinking to release it before New Year's Eve. At least. So that's in less than 2 months, or about exactly 2 months.
Where can they find?
It's gonna be on all like
platforms.
YouTube, Spotify. iTunes, probably. I'll just release it everywhere. And this is like the first project, so it's just a start. And then after that, I'll do a little bit more. I'm thinking of filming a music video. So after that,
cool. So keeping busy.
Check that out. But other than that, I don't have any questions, man. I just came here.
Cool. No, I think this has been a really like a really good talk. I've gotten a lot of like insight on how you think, and also I hope other people here have. Cool. This is Culture Control by XLNC Gothenburg. We're with Djaleel. Soon on all your platforms. His pretty face is gonna be on all your screens.
And all your girls' DMs.
So lock them in. Cool. Thank y'all for watching. Have a great night, evening, day, wherever, whenever. Cool.